I've talked about the Gene Tierney film Leave Her to Heaven before. I find it actually kind of interesting that Gene Tierney starred in two movies that were about romantic love turned destructive. The first one was Laura, and the second one was Leave Her to Heaven. In Laura, she played the loved object or the loved person. And in Leave Her to Heaven, she was the person who loves too much. Now, the character who loves too much or too destructively, too obsessively in Laura was Waldo Lydecker, who was played by Clifton Webb. And when Lux Radio Theater did a radio version of the story, they changed it to Paul Lydecker. And I think that might have been because in a audio or only, and he was played by Otto Kruger. In an audio medium, Waldo might have kind of come across a little bad when he's one a more ordinary name, and not a name that, like Waldo, kind of suggests dorkiness or nerdishness or awkwardness. Now, some people, of course, have seen Laura, the movie Laura, as about a gay man, but it's not. Although a gay man played the character of Waldo Lydecker, Waldo Lydecker was obsessed with a woman. And you don't get obsessed with a beard, okay? A beard is essentially a convenience. So Laura had to be more than his beard. Now, one thing that is true about the way Waldo Lydecker treated Laura is he kind of treated her like she was a doll or like a child. I don't think that's because he's a gay man, he's portrayed as a gay man, but because being old enough to be her father or even her grandfather, his interest was somewhat Oedipal. And that's why he kind of tried to be a Pygmalion with her. Of course, when he thought she was going to marry, what he called a male beauty, Shelby Carpenter, played by Vincent Price, his love becomes destructive. His love becomes murderous. He can't stand the idea that she would be pawed over by, an exploitative man, and he'd rather see her dead. Okay. Now, in Leave Her to Heaven, of course, the things are reversed, and she is the person who loves too much and loves too destructively. Now, in the first movie, Laura, her character is a victim, the one that loved too much or loved too obsessively becomes the victim, and in Leave Her to Heaven, she's both victim and victimizer. But I think that these movies kind of bookend each other because both of them are about romantic love when it turns obsessive and destructive. Hope you like hearing that. Bye.